position at the back of the grid.
20 outfits. Watch the lights. The revs rise. Into gear, the lights are on. Out they go, and Laidlow's going to crack up, but so does Blackstock. Blackstock up to the outside. 3 abreast as they head up towards Cobbis. Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence have grabbed it from row 2. They are leading the pack as they come up to Charlie's part 1, and they will be in your sight right now, Bradley.
Got them right now, and it's number 95 of Lewis Blackstock who leads the way from Luke Williams. The Laidlow brothers are right there ahead of the Christie brothers, and then it is Pekka Pavarinta, number 44, who's up inside the top 5 now, and everybody through safely as we look up towards Park Corner for the first time of 12. But as you correctly say there, Barry, it is the number 95 of Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence who lead the way at the moment. But up towards Chris Kerr, we can see that it's a bit of a freight train, of course, as you would expect on this opening lap. Then there's a bit of a gap between 7th and 8th, I believe it is, but it's Paddy Rosney, 95, who leads the way from Luke Williams, championship leader, ahead of the reigning champions, Sam and Jack Laidlow. Christie brothers is the number 34 of Sam and Tom Christie, who are right in 4th place, ahead of the 5-time world champion of Pavarinta. But already, Barry, they're back into your side at the
Well, they are. I give credit to Pavarinta. He saw Cadwell Park for the first time yesterday when he got here, and he said to me, wow, this is different. And he really has taken to it like a duck to water, but not for nothing is he a 5 times world champion. They are so close. No sign of Todd Ellis in the leading bunch, but we'll be looking for the distinctive colour of the double world champion Todd Ellis. And I'm waiting for them to come out of barn now. But it's Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence leading the 95. Then it's Luke Williams, Kevin Gold. Laidlow's tucked in behind. Then it's the Christies. Then it's Pekka Pavarinta right there with them. Todd Ellis is just behind those 2 Hannafin Christie blue bikes. Streaming through they go past here. What a spectacle. Absolutely brilliant stuff. They're up with you again, Bradley.
There's a gap forming between 3rd and 4th place. It's the Laidlow brothers ahead of the Christie brothers, and Pekka Pavarinta. It's certainly not the easiest track to learn in the world. It's Cadwell Park, but he's doing a great job, doing himself absolutely no disgrace. He's there in 5th position at the start of this 2nd lap, and the Birchells there, and it's Edison, Clement, Biggs and Sagers. Looking at the order, it looks like the number 7 of Brian Gray and Frankie Moore doing their Barry, unfortunately have not come across the line at the end of lap number 1, so it's a shame there for the number 7 of Brian Gray and Frankie Muldoon. But back with the leaders, and it is Paddy Rosney who leads the charge, and as we said, that gap opened it up. Blackstock is leading the way. Lewis Blackstock out in front, so whether it's a transponder issue or not, certainly the 95 is still there leading the way ahead of Luke Williams.
Yeah, I didn't give a shout out to Ben Birchall. Ben Birchall was 5th over the line last time. So Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosney, that's the new pairing. They are right there, but looking for, maybe Williams has grabbed the lead here. I don't know. I can see them going into the woods, but I'll get them as soon as they come out. They disappear, as you well know, behind the trees here. We don't have the benefit of a TV monitor. We have the timing screen and the eyes that Mother Nature gave us, and we are waiting now out of barn corner. It's still Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence, Luke Williams and Sam and Jack Laidlow. That's the 3. Then it's Christie, then it's Pavarinta, then it's Ben Birchall. Ben Birchall behind the 5 times, so you've got 3 world champions in actual fact, because Todd Ellis is right on the back now of Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosney. The rest of them are streamed through, and you, Bradley, have got the leaders.
So I can see on here that on the corrected time, Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence are showing in 8th position. They're leading the way on the circuit, but Barry, they've got a 10-second jump start penalty as Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence.
Good point.
10-second penalty there, unfortunately, for your race leaders. So they are leading the way.
I didn't see the jump start. I really didn't see a jump start penalty. I saw them make a lot of progress once they were way over the line, but I didn't see a jump start. So obviously eyes better than mine did. So Williams now is mathematically adjusted as our race leader from Laidlow. Christie's Pavarinta in 4th, Birchall in 5th. Well, that was remiss of us, or remiss of me anyway. Ellis Clement in 6th as they scream down towards, again, this bad luck, the gremlins, the misfortune that Lewis Blackstock suffers is haunting him round after round after round. And it's no exception here at Cadwell Park. He's in deep trouble in 8th place on adjusted timing. Although he's sitting out in front, there's no way he's going to make good that deficit in this race. and we still only just covered 2 laps with 10 to go over the line this time. Blackstock leading from Williams, from Laidlow. And now Ben Birchall is coming very, very hard. I couldn't see Todd Ellis that time round. I did not see Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement.
I'll try and keep an eye on them. I've got leading 3 with me now, and there they are. So Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, they are right there. They are 7th on the road and 6th on corrected time. So number 6 there, Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. Of course, is very much a home round for Todd Ellis. He's only from down the road in Market Raisin, I believe. Yeah, very much a home circuit here at Cadwell Park for Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement.
And he's a record holder.
Of course, yeah, 31. So as you said there, Barry, that was on the Avon rubber, but they are now on the Hoosiers, and we're lapping at the 1 minute 33s now. Fastest lap is to Birchall and Rosny with a 1 minute 33.439. But down into Mansfield now, we have a trio fighting for the lead. We have a trio fighting for 4th place, and I can see that Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement are just about keeping the fingernails into the rear tyre of Birchall and Rosny.
How close do you want it at the front? My goodness me, they are really, really tight. The first 6 out, in fact 7. Ellis and Clement on the back of that freight train of activities that comes over the top of the hill. Into the woods they go. Blackstock, Williams there fighting. The Laidlow brothers looked as though they picked up a place there. I don't know. I saw them disappear into the woods, but I get a better shot when they come out of the trees. It's all guesswork here behind the foliage. Still it's Blackstock, then it's Laidlow. Williams, they did pick up a place. They're up into seconds. That puts them in the lead of the race on adjusted timing. The Laidlow brothers, Sam and Jack, lead here then with 8 laps to go. Williams, Kolsch, Christie's in third, Pavarinta. So Team Christie and Pavarinta bikes doing very well indeed as the rest of the pack stream through. They're all yours.
Pretty much equidistant there between Ben Birchall, Paddy Rosny with the number 6 of Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, but up towards the top end of the circuit once again. We'll try and keep an eye on that battle for the lead on the corrected timing, but second position of course on the road, but up towards Chris Kerr. We can just about see them coming back into our view, and it is still the number 95 of Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence who lead the way on the road. Sam and Jack Laidlow, the reigning British champions, right there, number 84 in second position, leading the way on corrected time ahead of Luke Williams and Kevin Kolsch. That is your top 3 on circuit as they race now out of Mansfield in towards the chicane, and it looks like Pekka Pavarinta trying to find a way through on the Christies as well.
That won't surprise me. The Christies currently joined second in the World Championship, just 3 points off the lead. Pavarinta is right there in touch as well in the World Championship. He's certainly well in touch here. He's right on the back of friends. They're the people he's staying with over here. They're the people who lent him a bike, and if he passes them, they'll be beaten by their own bike. That's ironic, that's for sure. So they've gone behind the trees again. And leading cup competitors, I have a quick shout out. Paul Kirby and Emma Salmon in 9th place are leading the cup championship. Williams is fighting back on Laidlow and taking the place. Williams then goes back into the lead of the race, although he's not leading on the road. Blackstock is still ahead on the road, but he's got that 10-second penalty. So that is cruel, cruel luck indeed again for Lewis Blackstock. What do they have to do to get it right, the number 95 crew? Over they go, they're all yours.
The top 7 are through. I was just having a look as I went in towards Mansfield, and it looks as though the number 33 of Sean Hegarty and Jack Napton have unfortunately retired. I saw Jack waving his hand as they went towards the chicane, so we'll keep an eye on the number 33 of Hegarty and Napton, and they are dropping down the timing screen. So that's a great shame for the number 33 outfit, as the leaders are back with me now, and there's a big old gap there now. So whether there's a mistake there by the Laidlows, but there is a big gap now between second place Luke Williams and third place Sam and Jack Laidlow. Round Mansfield they go, and Luke Williams is looking racy right there on the rear wheels now of your race leaders.
Well, fastest lap so far, the Laidlows 1:33, not quite, 1:33.012, not quite in the 32s. We saw those in qualifying times from them. They've done a 32, scraped into 32, but not at the moment. So we'll have a look. Williams and Kevin Kolsch looking really, really good at the moment, and strong as well. Championship leader, I'm on 140 points this pairing. And the Laidlow boys do appear to have dropped off the back a little bit. Over they go, yeah, going backwards, Laidlow. They've got a problem. They're going backwards, they've just been passed by Pavarinta, I think.
Got the lead in two with me now, and it is still Lewis Blackstock and Luke Williams out in front, fighting for the race lead on the circuit. Then it's the 34 of the Christies. Sam and Jack Laidlow are now coming under pressure, and it's all... Oh, they've got an issue with the fairing. The sidecar fairing there, Barry. The fairing over the sidecar wheel is coming away from the number 84 of Sam and Jack Laidlow.
The wheel arch is coming adrift, is it?
That's the one. The wheel arch coming away from the number 84 of Sam and Jack Laidlow, and that is certainly not helping them out, to say the very least. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
That's for the spanner in the works. 6 laps to go, so half distance in this race. Williams Colston looking very much in the pound seats. The Laidlow situation will only get worse, and if that comes adrift or gets dangerous, then there'll be black flag. In fact, I think there's a flag being prepared here down at the start-finish, so they might well be flagged out of the action, which will certainly be music in the ears of Lewis Blackstock, because he'll be elevated up a place again.
It's not working out.
To come into sight.
It's not working out too bad for Luke Williams at the moment, then, is it? Because, of course, if it's Sam and Jack Laidlow black flag, then we've got the 10-second penalty for Lewis Blackstock. They are now leading the way on the cricket time.
Coming into my view now, as they sweep round and into the bottom of the mountain. Todd Ellis and away, over they go, screaming through. Laidlow's are in pit lane, and didn't need to get the flag. They pulled into pit lane before the flag came out. So Williams, Christie, Pavarinta, so the two Christie bikes are up there in the top two. What's happening over there, brothers?
So Williams and Colch on the correct time have a 2.5 second advantage over Sam and Tom Christie. Then it is Pekka Pavarinta ahead of Adam Christie. So we've got the three Christie brothers inside the podium positions on the corrected time at this stage. Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence, of course, as you at least. Lewis Blackstock, who is leading the way with Oscar Lawrence there, Luke Williams and Kevin Colch right there with them. And then is that next to first of the Hannafin bikes? Yes, it is. Sam and Tom Christie still just about holding on to third place on the road ahead of Pekka Pavarinta.
At the foot of the mountain, Blackstock with Williams climbing all over the back of the fairing. Then it's Christie, Birchall now coming into play. Excuse me, Birchall on the back of Pavarinta. Over the top they go, and then we'll be waiting for them to come. It's going to be a close thing when they come out of Barn and down the line this time, because those top 5 have been breakaway. They're into Blackstock gets the lead this time, because those top 5 have made a breakaway. They're into my view. Blackstock then still leading on the road. Luke Williams, race leader on adjusted timing. Then Sam and Tom Christie, then Pavarinta, then Ben Birchall, then it's Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement, a drop back off the back of Birchall, and the Honda ride chassis of Birchall unable to close down Pavarinta, and that will be somewhat galling for him, of course, because Pavarinta, only having seen the track for the first time yesterday, is just showing what a quality sidecar driver he is. What a racer.
To win 5 World Championship, you're certainly not hanging around, are you? If we look up towards Chris Kirk once again, we may get a tail ender coming into play in the closing stages of this race. Of course, we do have 8 laps complete, and we are on lap number 9 of 12 now, so we're coming into the final quarter of this race, and it is still the number 95 of Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence leading the way. Of course, that Luke Williams and Kevin Colch, you get the idea that they know that the number 95 have that 10-second penalty to be applied after the race. And then the Christies, Pavarinta, there is Birchall playing chase as well. Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, they're there, but not quite close enough to make a challenge at the moment for the next double world champions.
Well, Phil Bell is not in a position really to capitalise on the misfortune of Lewis Blackstock. He might just nick third place overall standings, but the battle at the front will give Williams 25 points. What more does he want? He'll move on to 165. So that's going to be a fantastic opening race here at Cadwell Park for the series leader, the former karting champion, of course. Over they go again, Williams right on the back, and now tail end, that's Charlie Moss, Kirsty Hawkswell being passed by the two Christie Engineering bikes, 34 and 44 respectively, Todd Ellis and Ben Birchall. So that sextet have eased away from Rob Biggs and Ferry Sagers, who've been virtually without mention this race. They're coming into my view now. Rob Biggs, always a consistent runner with his Dutch passenger Ferry Sagers, having something of a solitary ride. The leaders must be well and truly with you.
Yeah, they're already around Park Corner now, and that short snake that brings them in towards Chris Kerber. You see they're on the long right-hander now. And I tell you what, coming into this now is Sam and Tom Christie. I'm going to keep a close eye on their first sector times because it looks like they're trying to bridge the gap between Pekka Pavarinta in fourth and Luke Williams in second position on the road. So as we turn our attention towards the chicane and more importantly the first sector times, we can see that the Christies they are 3/10 of a second quicker than Luke Williams and Kevin Kolsch, and the gap was only 0.7 of a second. So they've halved the gap in towards the foot of the mountain once again.
Well, Pavarinta in third now, the timing screen of course on adjusted timing, but what a ride Lewis Blackstock has had at the front of the pack. Such a shame. His bad luck just continues and continues. 2 more races, he's been so successful here at the Cadwell Revival in previous years, but 2025 is one you'll want to forget, but they're still in front on the road, so morally they've got the speed. The 2 Christie bikes second, third, Birchall going over in fourth on adjusted timing. Yes, I agree with that. My screen says so. And then after Birchall, Clement, and then the tail end, Charlie Moss goes to Hawkswell, number 38 has been out, and then a big
sorry Barry, we had a bit of a moment here for Ben Birchall. So he just lost the rear as he came around Charlie's who just about got it under control, but that has cost him a whole load of time. So the number 16 of Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosley. Paddy was very lucky to stay in the chair on that one, but that was very hard in mouth there for Ben Birchall, but he's taken all of his stride, he's back on the circuit. But it has lost around about 4 or 5 seconds.
Did Todd Ellis capitalise on that, or was it?
He's not quite close enough, but he's within around about a second now.
Well, this is really coming up to be a fantastic climax to this race. Luke Williams not really threatened because the Laidlow boys are out of the running in the pits. Sam and Tom Christie obviously quickness, still very close though into the foot of the mountain. The top 3, you could get them in the back of a transit almost. They are so close over the top. Luke Williams just hunting, and I wonder whether his pitbull has given him the news that you are in the lead of the race. He won't be able to understand that unless he knows the reason why. He'll be scratching his head under his helmet, if that's feasibly possible, but we both know it isn't. Blackstock then, these 4 outfits, it's a picture to see. Over they go. And now Birchall has got Todd Ellis climbing all over the back of him as they go across now. And that is the battle for 4th place. Todd Ellis smells it and he wants it.
That is 11 laps complete. We are on lap number 12 of 12, and Pekka Pavarinta is right there once again with the number 34 of Sam and Tom Christie. So as you said there, you could get 3 in the back of a transit. You can now get 4 in the back of it because they're all racing up towards Park Corner now. And as you said, the number 6 of the ex-double world champions, that is Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. They are right there with Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosley as well. So looking up towards Chris Kerb, and it is Lewis Blackstock who is leading the way on the circuit with Oscar Lawrence right there with him in the chair, and Luke Williams and Kevin Kolsch. If you can just hold on to that second position on the road, that will be 25 points again in this 2025 British Sidecar Championship season. We're in towards the chicane they go. That's the 34 of the Christie brothers looking for a challenge. There is it. Not quite close enough, and it's just running out of opportunity.
At bottom of the mountain, here they come. Line astern, I'm going to give a shout out to Paul Kirby and Emma Salmon, leading cup competitors who are sitting in a very respectable 8th place at the moment as the quartet charges in to the woodland area. I don't think there's going to be any opportunity for those positions to change as they come down over the line, waiting for these 4 outfits to sweep out of Barn Corner and down towards us. Blackstock it is leading on the road, but we know the story. Luke Williams, Kevin Kolsch from Sam and Tom Christie, Pekka Pavarinta, Adam Christie. Ben Birchall fends off the challenge from Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement. So Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosley bring it home in a very creditable 4th place. A good result for the Ride chassis. Blackstock and Lawrence 6th on adjusted time ahead of Biggs and Sagers. Well, that was dramatic, and that was only the opening race of 3 for this weekend. 2 more to come tomorrow. The points update, we will bring that to you in the morning. And, well, it's going to enhance the Williams and Kolsch lead at the top of the standings. Luke Williams then moves on to 165. Over goes Phil Bell. The Cup competitors then, 8th place for Paul Kirby and Emma Salmon. Phil Bell, the Cup leader, is in 10th. Rob Atkinson, Mark Middleton finish 11th. So the Cup competition very much alive as well. But a 0 for Sam and Jack Laidlow, who are right below me in pit lane. Bradley, thanks for that. Your astute commentary and wisdom, as always, appreciated. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much, Barry.
Cheers, buddy. Well, the sun's come out here at Cadwell. It's been a good day. Hopefully the weather will be kind to us tomorrow. It would be nice to think somebody could get closer to that lap record.